Hi guys. So my name is Connie, first of all, and I go to SJSU, and I'm going to show you the process. We'll kind of show you what I know about the internship so far. So I am a freshman in my second semester, and I was looking into internships because I kind of do them anyways. I already did 2 successful internships, a whole bunch of interviews, and I know some of the things to do and not to do after those experiences, but that's not what I'm going to show you today. So I recently learned that it's possible to get college credit while doing internships, but it's not as straightforward as it seems. So while pursuing this research, I guess you want to say, I was looking into how SJSU, like how do you even like start the program or like get involved in getting credit for your internships, right? So it's a little bit more complex. I can direct you to who to contact because I don't have I haven't gone through the internship and getting credit. I'm just letting you know what I found out so far. Because I might do it later on, but we'll see. So far, okay, I'll just show you what I have so far, what I've learned. So I was researching SJSU. I browsed through almost all of their links, and I kind of got confused. So then I emailed 3 or 4 people to try to get information. And to summarize, what you should do is contact your director of your major. So depending on what major you're in, you want to contact the director, if that makes sense. So if you don't know who your director is, first do a quick search to see if you can find them. But if you don't know who they are, then contact this email right here, and they will tell you. I got a email from them, so I will show you. So then I emailed them. They actually responded within a day, and they were really good. So since I'm a business administration management, I went to this link, which showed me who my director was, and it was Dr. Hill. And I contacted him, and then he gave me some information. So basically, our conversation, I was telling him about my what I wanted to do, like what was the internship about. You need to make sure to tell them if you're an international student or not an international student, if you reside in the United States or California or whatever. That is like an important factor. What else? What else did I tell them? What you're gonna do, because what they're gonna do is your director is gonna research a little bit, like look at their website, see if there's a legitimate company, because what they're concerned is that there's a lot of companies out there that just wants free work from students. Because when you want to experience, but sometimes not all employers do that. You kind of have to talk to the people, and especially if it's your first time, it can be really easily, you might not know better and get suckered into actually doing tedious work for them, and you're not learning anything. So ultimately, that is not what the school wants for you. They want to make sure it's a learning experience. So if you do pursue and you talk to them, you talk to your director, and then you guys communicate, what's going to happen next is, let me find that email again. It's right there. So they'll first caution you. He first cautioned me that there can be a lot of companies that will take advantage of you, and I would be really careful of that. And then after that, he told me that, I will attach probably the email conversation, not the entire thing, but the thing that he said, because I don't understand 100% of it, but enough to understand that it's a process. Because basically what's happening is, if you're doing this internship, the employer has to sign a contract with SJSU, because once they sign that contract, you are the school's reliability, or the school is reliable for you. Responsibility. They're responsible for you. Okay, anyways, and you're getting college credit. So then the school wants to make sure that there is like a structure involved. Make sure you have to write the reports, prove that you actually learned something. So they have to create a custom schedule, like course basically for you to make sure that you're getting the education, therefore you're getting credits. So that is pretty much, I summed it up. It's another thing for international students. It's called, forgot what's it called, but you can read up on it later when I attach it below. And I just want to also inform you that some of the SJSU has Handshake. You might have heard of it before. If not, there's SJSU Handshake. For my two internships, I used Acadium. Acadium used to be called Gen M. I was with them when they were first called Gen M, and then they bought them and rebranded to Acadium. Acadium is not paid internships, but those ones are more like startups. And I can get into more about internships and stuff, but there's like Acadium, Indeed, Handshake, those three that you can use. Those are the ones I have on top of my head, and I linked them. So Acadium looks like this, Handshake, and Indeed. So you can use those, but I would take precaution, especially on sites that doesn't cost money to post a listing, because that could be anyone and it could be sketchy. And I have run into some issues where I responded to a listing and then their job is like, don't give them too much information. I would be really careful. I can like make an entire list of like things that I've learned, but that's only if you want it. If you do, let me know. I will create one. If not, then I won't, because I'm kind of lazy. But I'm just telling you what I learned. Acadium is pretty safe, I would say, because the employer has to pay $100 in order to post their listing. So that barrier right there, if someone was like a fake or something, they might not want to do that. So that definitely takes out all the people that are kind of sketchy, but I wouldn't say 100% of it. Another quick thing that I want to say is that if you are doing an internship, make sure you're doing it because you want to learn something. I wouldn't do I don't know, like, what is your reason for doing an internship? Mine is to gain more experience in what I want to do. I'm looking more into like the digital marketing space. So then, oh yeah, I wanted to say that Acadium is more digital marketing focused. So if that's not what you want to do, I wouldn't go there. So yes, internship. I don't really care if I get paid or not. The paid is kind of a bonus for me, because ultimately, the knowledge that I get from the internship is basically the money. I can't find the word right now, but the currency. There you go. It's the currency. As long as I learn something, then I will do something for you. That's kind of the exchange that I am trying to get. And you kind of know what you're going to do during that first Zoom meeting. There's a lot of stuff that I can also talk about what to look for in a Zoom meeting when you first meet the other person before you take an internship, because that part is really important. Make sure your values match their values, and make sure you can help them in exchange if they teach you something. And it's a teacher-student relationship. But I think I kind of went on. It was a mini giant umbrella, and that's what I learned so far, and I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you.